Boys downtown on March 24th and 31st. Please put your hands together for Sam Noorani.
Hello, everyone. All right, so I told myself I would not get into politics, but it's everywhere. It's happening. I'm sorry, everyone. Strap in. Do you think Sarah Sanders is going to do to the smoky eye that Hitler did to that tiny little mustache? 'Cause it used to be fashion. Like, everybody wore it. Now no one can wear it. No, Michael Jordan tried once, and then we all got nervous. Yeah. We were like, hey, Mike, Space Jam was all right, but you either got to grow more or shave it off. Do you want to go back to baseball? Is that what's happening right now? I'm only asking because I just turned 34, and oh, thank you. I didn't do anything. I just showed up. But thanks. So I'm planning my future, and I think I can become a cougar. And Cougar Sam can rock a smoky eye. I am going to help 16 to 18-year-olds into manhood with my smoky eye. And I know the 16-year-old thing's a little weird, but I don't know where I'm going to live. What if I'm in Alabama? I'm going to coax 16-year-olds into puberty with my smoky eye. I don't know. I think I'm just making up for lost time. Right after I turned 18, I got braces. Yeah, it wasn't low-key like Invisalign. Every time I opened my mouth, it looked like I was guiding ships to safety. It was terrible. And it wasn't even my idea. My mom tricked me into getting braces. She said it was a free consultation, and as soon as the orthodontist glued that first little guide to my face, I was like, oh, this bitch got me. When we get home, I'm going to rearrange all of her glassware. So it wasn't just braces. The top of my mouth was way too narrow for the bottom of my mouth. So they installed like this medieval torture device onto the roof of my mouth. Yeah, some of you had it too. Some of you also didn't have friends. That's understandable. But every night I'd have to take a little key and just turn it so I could expand my skull, but like in a gentle way. So let's fast forward to when I'm 20. It's now year 2 of 4 of braces. Yeah, I know, life is not the best. But I'm dating this guy, and he wants a blowjob. From whom are we breaking up? But he's insistent, so I get him about halfway into my mouth, and I know safety's a concern. He was never really a choking hazard, so I was always safe. So he's about halfway in my mouth, and the top of my roof pinches his skin. Yeah, he was fine. A little pinch. He survived. But he wanted to go in for round 2. Yeah, I know. Not with somebody else. Still here. Still me. And I'm like, it's not my dick. Right? And I didn't have the self-esteem to say no at the time, so it happened. He got his urethra, where if you're not a doctor, that's a dick hole. It got caught on one of my bracelets. Yeah, I know, like a fish hook. Right, God's not going to help you, I'm sorry. So he freaks out, and then I freak out, and then he pulls out. Oh my God, I know. And, there wasn't a lot of blood, so cleanup was a breeze. Also, guys, do not feel bad for him. He voluntarily made a bad decision twice. Right? No sympathy here. So I guess really the lesson to this whole thing is don't try to interfere with your kid's life. I think I got braces. I got braces because I think my mom felt that was some form of birth control for her. But now there's a handful of guys with really, really sad dick stories. And I got cool teeth out of it, so yeah, what's up? I'm glad that period of life is over. I'm glad last year is over. I'm glad a lot of things are over. But this set will never be. Last year I went to a lot of funerals. I know that they suck. It's never anybody you want, right? Yeah. You guys have a list too. So what do? We all get into a room, right, and say our goodbyes, and think about how we're going to readjust our lives. Now that Jeff's dead, who are we going to talk shit about? We all bonded because Jeff was a massive dick. I'm sorry, Sunil from financing. I got nothing else to say to you. What are we going to talk to you about? Work? That's gross. But hey, we're both brown. Fist bumps. And because it's obviously it's a sad environment, it's the nature of funerals, you want to say like the absolute perfect thing to make everybody feel better. And then you say it, and you're like, oh, my sister's right. I am autistic. Yeah, let me explain why. So I see my grandma. She's alive, not for her. But she's really bummed out, and I wanted to cheer her up. I put on a smile, I run up to her, and I scream, "Last grandma standing! High five!" She was horrified, which is appropriate. I don't think she's autistic. But you know, to be fair, like 30 years ago, there were 4 of them. She basically won Grandma Survivor. I'm pretty proud of that. And it really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you have the absolute perfect thing to say. Everybody shows up rehearsed, right? You throw out a, "I'm sorry for your loss." They come back with, "Just pray. All you can do is pray." And that's fair. I have been praying for the rest of the family to die. I mean, they're really, really big fans of God. I thought maybe they wanted to meet him. You know, grab an autograph, keeping it fresh in their dad. I don't know. I'm not invited to a lot of funerals anymore. But I have been planning my own. It's like, you know, when you go to a lot of weddings, you start getting plans for your own. Yeah, I'm going to do a space and glitter theme, and all my pallbearers are going to look like Martians. It'll be super cute. P.S. If anybody does that, please invite me to your funeral. I mean, outwardly I'll be really bummed out, but I'm going to have such a great time there. So here's what I want. I want the classic package, you know, casket, chairs, mourners in a room. But I want candles everywhere, scented, because there's a dead body in the room. And the lights will be dimmed the whole time, because everybody's grieving. I want them to hook up. Why can't I help? And when the time is right, in lieu of a eulogy, I want the bass to drop, and I want people to just have a huge dance party around the casket. It'll be nice. Just start dancing, get me out of the casket, get me in the It'll be a real good time. But I think the crown jewel, I got to see this actually happen at one of the funerals. They had a life-size cardboard cutout of the deceased that people got in line with to take like selfies with. It's a lot more tasteful than it sounds. But I want to do a version, it's going to be like my Vanilla Ice moment, you know? Mine's going to be dun 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 dun, so it's different. I want a bunch of cardboard cutouts of myself, but you're also going to cut out my face so you can be me. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave you guys like this. Are there any history buffs here? Anybody like history or like the idea of liking history? That's cool too. That's fun. Do you know that story of the Trojan horse? Yeah. Here's a present. A bunch of little guys pop out in the middle of the night and then ruin everybody's lives. Why do we have condoms called Trojan? I'm scared a bunch of little guys are going to pop out in the middle of the night and ruin my life. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Sammy Robbie, everybody.